Hey everyone, come tide pooling with me near Morro Bay. This time we tide pooled at a shipwreck. The first thing that we saw crawling all around were these little crabs. They were absolutely everywhere, especially these ones. These are the black tegula crabs. And this is a tiny little hermit that has crawled into another shell. And I was seeing if I could get him to pop out and say hi, but that's about as far as we got him before we placed him back in his home. We also saw these gigantic crabs. So this is a pretty ginormous kelp crab that we did find under some of this brush. And then he had a little buddy along with him as well, right next door, which it looks like he was trying to attack. So the buddy is hiding underneath the kelp, and he's, pretty viciously trying to attack. And then they were at a standstill in this stance, when we left them. There was also something else in the shot, which is a tiny little fish swimming by, which looks very similar to some of the common fish here, which are called scalpin fish. And these are pretty much guaranteed if you're tide pooling within the California area. We also saw these very, very common crabs. These are our little striped shore crabs. I love them because they are very colorful. They've got that bright green near those crevices where the parts of their claws meet. Here's one that we found that was unfortunately deceased. And here's a few hanging out there. You can see some have those gigantic claws on them. Those ones are the males, and then some of them just have those normal front claws. We also saw one getting absolutely devoured by a sea anemone. My goodness gracious, when I tell you when I flipped this over, I was like, oh my gosh, I've never seen one in such a state. So we put him back so he could continue having a snack, and that's all the crabs that I found today. If you like sea creatures and you want to follow along and see the rest of my finds, feel free to click follow.